Let's go. Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we've got the Premier League Game Week 1 predictions. I'm joined by Philip as usual.
You can't find anyone else, so he just keeps dragging me.
Before we get into this video, subscribe to the channel and hit my bell. There's going to be more of these prediction videos coming out.
If you want to hear more of my waffle, and I'm very much sure you do want to, watch this video,
Subscribe to the
this
channel.
video, subscribe to this channel, and comment that I'm a ginger cunt and Aaron has got Indian pubes.
Right, so if by the odd chance any of you have watched the hour-long prediction video that we did of every single game week, you can watch it if you want to. I haven't, because I didn't want to.
I've actually skimmed through it.
Watch it if you want to, links in the description, but these results might be different because we filmed that about a month ago. The first game is Liverpool versus Norwich on Friday. So Liverpool against Norwich is a bit of a mismatch. Liverpool, who just lost the Community Shield, but could have won if Cole Walker didn't turn to Superman. But Liverpool, I'm going with a 4-0 win against Norwich.
It's the toughest start possible for a newly promoted side away at Anfield. You know, they haven't had a very good pre-season.
No, they haven't.
But I
Didn't
mean,
win.
you can't really run into pre-season. But
They didn't have their front three.
everyone, if you predict Norwich to win, then you're smoking some sort of drug. It's a very tough start for Norwich, and I don't see them winning. I think it'll be 3-0 to Liverpool.
Next is West Ham versus Man City. Man City just won the Community Shield. West Ham have signed Fornals and Haller, which is two good signings. Sane could be gone. This has been filmed before the transfer window shuts. But Man City, I'm going with a 3-1 win at the London Stadium.
I don't think any team would like to play Manchester City at the moment. You know, they're riding off their Community Shield win. Fucking what a trophy to win. It's what money, what income coming into that team, you know. They've already got shitloads
Sterling,
forward.
Aguero.
The Community Shield money's the icing on the cake, you know. Yeah, very tough task for West Ham on the opening day.
They are at home though.
Yeah, and they don't make it easy against big sides. I remember them beating Manchester United last season. But
Yeah.
it's debatable whether they're a big side or not. But yeah, I don't think West Ham will win. I think Manchester City will win 2-0.
Next is Bournemouth against the newly promoted Sheffield United. Moussa's debut against his old team. Jagielka's debut. Bournemouth, who, you know, along in my fantasy league, I've put in a couple of their players because I'm thinking goals to score and clean sheets. But I've actually gone with a 2-1 Sheffield United win here, so I might have to rethink my strategy, or I'm just fucking deluded for thinking it's going to be an upset.
Sheffield United have got a team that are nicknamed after a fruit. So that doesn't mean I think they're going to win. I think the Premier League quality will show through on Bournemouth's front. Now I see Bournemouth winning this game 1-0. I think Sheffield United will make it tough, and they'll want to show other Premier League teams that they can play resilient. They
not
can
pushing.
try and hold off for long periods of times, you know, and maybe switch to the route 1-4-4-2, basic, lump it forward. We don't know what's going to happen. We could turn up, they could turn up, and motorbikes can come past and steal David McGoldrick's house. We don't know.
Burnley versus Southampton. Not your ideal first game fixture.
That's not the one you'd be switching on to watch.
No. But yeah, I like the look of Southampton. I've seen a couple of their highlights.
You like
on
the look
YouTube
of them?
channel.
I think I'd turn away and flipping in disgust and grow wigs.
Pre-season.
I'd grow wigs over my hair.
Che Adams
Grow
has
wigs
been
over
banging
my
them.
hair, I just said.
Che Adams has been banging them in pre-season. But they could lose as a couple of players like Lamina and Højbjerg. This game though, I'm going with a 1-0 Southampton win.
Looking at Burnley, like I just said, they haven't really made too many additions to their squad. They signed Jay Rodriguez, I think that's the only player I can think of that they've signed. He's not a world beater. And you know, get rid Peter Crouch, you need to guarantee a goal scorer. You know, you need to get those guaranteed 20 million goals that Peter Crouch is going to score. Jay Rodriguez isn't going to do that. Yeah. I think the Burnley-Southampton game will be a 2-2.
Next is Crystal Palace versus Everton. Now Wan-Bissaka potentially knows Zaha could be making his debut against his old club.
Now, baby, you've got the man, the myth, the legend, Gary Cahill.
Ah, yes.
Everton's team are just so good.
Keane,
There's a few
Richarlison,
positions, obviously, where
Sigurdsson.
they're very weak.
They're getting Sadiba on loan.
I think
He's over the medical.
they need a better backup goalkeeper, Martin Stecklenburg.
They need squad depth. It'll be a tough game, so I'm going to go with a fair result, a 1-1 draw.
Crystal Palace are very. They're not a very good. They've not got a very good squad. They haven't added in areas that they need to add. They've lost players that would have kept them in the division. I'm saying that on the basis that Wilfried Zaha will leave. If he doesn't leave, then they're almost guaranteed to stay up on the premise that he'll score enough goals to win games. I think Everton will win 2-1.
Next is Watford versus Brighton. Watford haven't really been active in the transfer window. Brighton don't expect big things. They've got Graham Potter. I'm going with a 2-0 Watford win here.
Watford, another unknown bag. They obviously had a fantastic year under Javi Garcia last year, but they put by the FA Cup, which may have dampened their moods. Brighton, new manager, new style of football. Graham Potter still needs to implement his style on the players.
That'll be my piss break for match of the night.
Yeah. I think it'll be 1-0 to Watford.
Next, the 5:30 kickoff is newly promoted Aston Villa travelling to Tottenham Stadium. But I'm going to move Tottenham 3, Aston Villa 0. I won't go on too much. But Villa have made a lot of signings, and I think it'll take time. I think it'll take time for them to gel, but their needed signings are not too big-headed, so they can gel.
It'll be an interesting game. I like the way Aston Villa play. I like their manager. I think Tottenham will win, but I don't think life will be made easy for them. I think Aston Villa will have chances. I think Aston Villa will find a lot of weak areas of Tottenham.
Peters.
You know, so I think it'll be a closely matched game, but I think ultimately Tottenham will win 2-1.
Next is a very tasty game on Super Sunday. It is Leicester versus Wolves. Leicester and Wolves both could break into the top 6. Both, I think, will have good seasons. Wolves not as much as last year. Leicester more because Rodgers, his team. I'm funny, right? I'm going with a 2-0 Leicester victory here, and I think Leicester will do well this year.
Like Aaron said, this has the potential to be an absolute. It could be game of the season on the first day of the season. But yeah, Leicester and Wolves are pretty much two evenly matched teams. They've both got fantastic squads. Obviously, they're different players, different styles, and different managers. But in terms of the way without looking into it too much, you've got two squads that have invested a lot of money to get to the position that they're in. I think it'll be 2-2.
Fair enough. Your first one.
First
little
one of the
series.
preview.
No, your second one. Your second one. Burnley.
Oh yeah, Burnley. My
So,
second
yeah.
Desmond Tutu of the preview season.
Yeah, overall.
We will grow into this eventually, I swear.
Next we have Super Sunday, again, wouldn't guess that. Newcastle versus Arsenal. First things first, Newcastle, fuck off your shit, Steve Bruce, get back to the Championship. Second things, Arsenal fans, don't get too happy about Pepe, especially you, Ashley.
Especially when your fucking defence is Mustafi.
Yeah,
Cole Jenkinson, Callum Chambers.
And Monreal. This, I think, will be a whitewash though. I'm going with 3-0 Arsenal. Because Aubameyang is a good striker against the relegation candidates.
Like Aaron said, Arsenal's front three is fucking frightening. And I think any team going against that, even the big six, would be scared going against that front three.
Pepe's not proven.
I think it was 3-0 to Arsenal. Sunderland. Oh shit. Newcastle, even though you spent money, your team's still not good enough at all.
Steve Bruce is your manager. Last but not least is definitely not a match fixed game, so that every top 6 side is on TV in the first week. We have Man United versus Chelsea, Solskjaer versus Lampard. Lampard's first game in charge with a transfer ban team.
You could say it's Solskjaer's first game in charge with a squad that he wants.
Yeah, so you just said about Solskjaer and his style, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going with a 2-1 Chelsea win here. Could say it's a bit of a shocker, but this could go either way. And Lampard, you know, I think he'd do okay. Not the best, you know, it's not his team. He's got to work with what he has. He's got to make
in a way, it is his team because it's the youth players, and that's what he's known for. He's had one season at Derby where he brought through Jadon Bogle and some other player that I can't remember the name of.
Tom Huddleston.
Yeah. I already talked about what I think about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I think it'll be a very open game, and not open in terms of the fact that there'll be many goals and things like that, but I think that there will be, the teams will still be learning, still trying to get the final touches on the play style. I think there'll be mistakes. I think there'll be a lot of shots on target. I think the keepers, you know, Kepa and De Gea, will be making saves left, right, and centre. But yeah, I think, and with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer having the Premier League experience in this situation, I think Manchester United will win 2-1.
So yeah, that is it for this video. They're the predictions. Comment yours if you want to, like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's more content coming out and it will be consistent. There'll be more Premier League predictions, there's a table predictions, there's a Philip Burp special.
I couldn't hold it in, I'm sorry.
There's these Premier League ones coming out. If there's tasty games in the Carabao Cup, they're coming out. Tasty games in the FA Cup, they're coming out. Europa League, maybe. Champions League, definitely. That's it from us. There would be a cheesy outro here, but it got copyright striked when I put the Villa preview up, so there isn't one. Other than that, yeah, goodbye.